All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Long Sum, Short Sum. You guys know this is the first section of our show every single day where we use Fibonacci, retracement, or Fibonacci extensions mixed with pivot standard points, Elliott wave, and some basic indicators to kind of get a good idea of where the market is going, swing trading, so forth and so on. We do talk about margin calls, leverage movements here, but this is long sum, short sum. It's a good idea. This is not financial advice. It's just educational purposes on how I am looking for a trade or how you could trade, not necessarily suggested on how you should trade. Okay, got that? Just for legal purposes. Either way, I want you guys to learn from here, and we're going to go over some nice things today because there's been some movement this morning. Are my targets hit? Have we done it? And we've gone back and looked. You can see this every single day we upload it and go from there. So without me talking anymore, I'm gonna hit this reload button and let's go ahead and look at the chart at the top. So Bitcoin is in the #1 spot at $40,564 right now. Since the last hour, I said things are firing off. Bitcoin's up 1.7% since right before the opening of the equities market. Ethereum shot back over 3,000 after hanging out under 2,000 most of the, or under 3,000 most of the morning. Right under it, it's at 3,084. We've got BNB in the #3 spot at 421.41. You got XRP in the #4 spot, fired right off of the 70.5 cents just now to 71. It's technically 6, but this is saying 71.95 at 2.1%. You got Solana in the #5 spot at 104.01. That's nice. Back over 100. I haven't got a chance to look at that this morning. Cardano sitting at 96 cents at 2.8%. Terra Luna, which we're going to discuss today, is up 3.5%. And Avalanche at 78.57, followed by Polkadot at 18.04. So that's where we are there. I don't want to waste any more time. I do want to show you this, and this is kind of why, before I dive into it, why I do these charts and why I discuss on this channel and why we don't play around with a lot of different coins. This is part of the investors being canceled. Sometimes you just have to make the smart call for everybody based on experience, and these are the reasons I don't touch these things. Yes, you get a chance like Strong, the Strong nodes where you could got in real early and it got up to 1,200 and you can make some money. I'm good for you if you're there, but look where Strong is now if you got in at 1,200. You got to be very careful where you are and how things are lining up for the rug pulls, which is why we will discuss today on this channel. Anyway, in a 5-wave move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that parabolic wave up 5 there, an elephant on a 4-hour, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back to 0. And that's exactly what it is, a nice $40 million exploit, and it's a rug pull in a 5-wave manner. So they do it all at once, but they pull it out. So this is why we're here to look for these things, why I don't discuss a lot of those. If you get a chance, you can follow me on New Creation Cap, Crypto Christian here, and we'll update you every single day. So now that you've seen what a rug pull looks like, let's see what's going on in the #1 mover in the space, which is Bitcoin here on the daily. As you guys know, this was again nothing different, and going nice and simple for you. The parabola that we have been following. Okay, that was all the way back to last year. And then it finally broke, as we've seen it touch, and then it finally broke after hitting that $47,000 resistance. Again, back testing it, and now it is broken out of that channel and come on down, and it broke above the S1, which we were watching for yesterday. Remember, my concern yesterday, guys, was that if this S1 closed below, that we could come back down and test S2 if we broke under $40,000. That was the key. We had to hold. We have to hold 40. This is 39. So I guess 39 is the true answer. 39 is your #1 holder. Again, I said if we broke under 39,000, now if we break under 39,000, we're looking at a test of at least minimum, I believe, 38 on down to 35. And so we don't want to see that. We really want to continue to see Bitcoin ranging as expected. I believe I showed you guys I gotta find out, well, where did I draw that yesterday? I drew yesterday showing that I'm basically expecting Bitcoin to do this all the way up. Let me actually show you what I'm expecting it to do. Can't believe I don't know why I didn't save it. This is what I'm expecting Bitcoin to do. Basically from here is just range. range like this, and eventually dump, creating this kind of channel. Okay, that's what I'm looking for Bitcoin to do. No different than yesterday. And when I say dump, that's after the full correction. That's talking like this kind of dump. Okay, so that is what I'll be looking for in Bitcoin. Again, I spoke yesterday how a lot of people here are chasing the next 33 to 36% because I don't believe Bitcoin again is going to break this area right here, which is $54,000 to $57,000. I'm stern on that based on TA. That's where I'm looking. I know people say, what about the fundamentals? Well, fundamentals don't matter in the equities market right now. You can't apply fundamentals to Bitcoin and what they say versus the equities market and what they say. So we know that crypto and Bitcoin follows the S&P and the NASDAQ directly. So you got to be very, very careful there in general. I will zoom in for you real quick. Get a quick zoom in. Okay. So you can see, I just want you to see that. And I was on a real quick 4 hour, zoom back down, get a good idea of what's happening here on the daily. See, that's the weekly pivot there. It's garnering, I guess, a buildup with this VPVR, which is right here. Under that, causing this explosion. But now we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to the 200 daily is what we are looking at from here. Okay, so be careful. This could be it. The RSI is down. Don't do too much margin, but I think we finally possibly found a short-term bottom. Now, here's my only issue is that I'm seeing still other things going down. But for now, I think we have some work up, which I am excited about and which we have spoken about on this channel multiple times. So I am in a short-term long position mindset with Bitcoin. Again, I'm expecting it to range, so just be very careful with your margin here. But it's going to be a good day as expected playing out. You know, same thing with Ethereum. This is what I was looking at Ethereum, the 5-wave move. We discussed this multiple times. We saw this play out directly over, the last week and a half. Playing the 5-wave move out. It finished yesterday morning. Yes, 2 days ago evening, yesterday morning-ish. And now we're working our way up. As I spoke to you guys about, I know it's kind of getting repetitive because we're in that range zone between here and here. This is the range zone that we're looking at. And nothing's really changing on that aspect of it. Why? Because this is the rising wedge that we have been following since beginning of March, following up. And I said it would break down once it hit this resistance here. Again, here is our parabola. I'll break this big screen for you again real quick so you can see. Here's our parabola that I'm expecting to act as support throughout this bull run. Now, as it broke, once it broke, we're pretty much going to work our way down, I believe. Maybe a back test then down. So what you want to see is this grind on down at most to 2,700 to 2,800, which I spoke about, possibly finishing. So this is where I'm going to zoom in for you why I think this move is not done on Bitcoin is because I look at Ethereum. Okay. Now, Ethereum here could be looked at in 3 different ways. I do Elliott wave analysis, and one of the things, guys, is an ABC. Okay, ABC is a 3-wave move down after a 5-wave move or a 3-wave move up. So I see here that I've called this a 3-wave move on the 4-hour, but when I come here, it looks more like a 3-wave move versus a 5-wave move. Okay, as an ABC. Now, if this is a finishing 5-wave, and this is what we're going to be looking at, and why I'm still cautious, okay? This could be 1, there's 2, this could be 3, 4 could come back and back test 1, which means that Ethereum could come to 31,800, and then, guys, we can come down here, okay? I don't think it's going to take that long. I think it could be as far as over the weekend. I think we could blast up like this because, you know, moves can be quick and impulsive, and then turn around and come right back over Easter weekend into the 3/4 day weekend for Ethereum and come back to 27.45. And this is what I am looking at right now. I sent a letter and a video out to investors with New Creation Capital yesterday explaining the market volatility, what's happening, what I see going on the charts, what I see going on specifically with your, I guess, profit from here, right? What are you looking for to gain 30% versus 1,500 to 2,000% gains from this point on for certain assets? So I see a lot of volatility still. This is a possibility. Now, in order for this not to be happen and get stuck here, this 214 to possibly impulse, which is $3,200, which we're coming up on now for Ethereum. We get to $3,200 and we turn around there, look for a violent move back down. Okay, I have moved most of my assets and all of our clients' assets, most of our clients' assets into XRP specifically from here on out, because that was the plan. And I spoke about this a long time ago, that once Bitcoin got up to $47,000 again on that retrace, right, and coins didn't start popping, it was time to move into the the few assets that I expect the biggest move from. Not a utility aspect in this moment. In this moment, it's going to be about your return on investment, your ROI overall. And for me, that seems to be XRP at this point. So that's what we're looking at as far as concerned. Why are we looking at Ethereum? Because it's going to follow all of your Ethereum-based tokens. Ethereum's drop, everything drops following Bitcoin, so forth and so on. So as we see this, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more for Ethereum. You can see this playing out. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Playing out right here. See it just breaking this high. So again, this is looking to come up to right here in this area, which is 3,200 total in that area, right? This is what we're looking at for wave 4. So when we get back in this retracement area, be very careful to not jump all in on that aspect of it, okay? Don't just jump all in. You want to catch bottoms, buy red, don't buy green. But again, a lot of market volatility right now with uncertainty in the equities market. So just be very careful. Your time is coming. The market volatility will lead to an explosion. So again, this down move here, if this happens, because you see how this is grinding out, this is what I expect on this move. If this happens, a flash class and literally a V bottom up out of there, come back down and then do this. Okay? That is what I'm expecting. But again, if this breaks 3,200, hey, on the back test, we'll get in there. But for that, that is all I am seeing specifically in Ethereum, working with that aspect of it, okay? So this is what we're looking at Ethereum. Did I talk about XRP already? Let's go to XRP. Yeah, I did. I did yesterday. Okay, you see this green line here yesterday, guys? I said this is the thing. This is my stop loss yesterday. I told you I had a quick long trying to catch. I did for a little bit. And I thought this is on the 2 hour. We were doing something that said this was my stop loss. I went ahead and caught this. It came down, broke under it, took me out of the stop loss, and now it's flipped that area. And interesting, right? This was my stop loss. It broke down, broke back up, and flipped. That's a perfect example of a support and resistance flip trying. I thought this would be support. It failed. It's trying right again. That's why this area, 70.5, is so important. It's a big area of support for XRP. And that's what we need to see. So when we zoom out, even on the 4 hour, you can see it began to bounce. But nothing is different. I'm going to zoom out here on this daily again, and I'm going to take all that off, okay? I just want you to see the chart. This is your chart. You can see. Can I do this without making it crazy? All right. Here's where we're starting. We're working our way down low. But what I want you to notice over the last 2 years, we are starting to get into this area right here specifically. See how I'm circling that? That area is our takeoff area, and that's why we have been fighting this for a year. And I believe now with the ranging of Bitcoin that I pointed out to you guys, believing that Bitcoin is literally just going to, from here, range like this and then dump. That ranging, guys, specifically is going to get us out of this area for XRP. And I'm zooming one more time for you so you can get a good idea. Because it already finished, and I'm going to delete this now. It already finished this Elliott wave move down, and I could believe we're starting a new wave structure depending on what happens on the daily close. So that's what I'm looking at. Again, this quick bounce, whenever you get a quick bounce like that, guys, one of two things happen. It could be wave 3 of a new movement, okay, or wave 5 to retrace and come back down. So those quick impulses that get people to buy, those are normally actions for a possible sell. Okay, Litecoin. Litecoin, I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I think it's the KuCoin that for this trade, but I got in at 104 for Litecoin, and my stop loss was 102, and I woke up this morning and it went to 101.68 and it took me out. Oh, that upsets me. That stop loss was a little too close, and now we're sitting at 110. Now we're sitting at 110. It was just too close, but I called it perfectly because I said this is the area you want to get in. I just wasn't sure about the flash crash possibly overnight because the 4 a.m. moves just be destroying liquidity on the markets. But we might have another chance. You see the RSI going to come up here and possibly touch that momentum and maybe come in back test to get another chance. But guys, Litecoin is down here in this area and it is ready to fire based on what happens. It's a great move. If you got in at 103 or 110 now, that's only almost an 8% move there alone if you just hodl. So this is what I'm looking at. I think Litecoin has a chance to go to $900 this cycle, and that's a good 700% from here. And that's why I'm trying to get into that one. That's still not XRP moves, but that's where I'm trying to go. Okay, so Litecoin is a good one. Luna, same thing. Still looking at Luna for a possibility to come back down to 73 cents, $73, but I'm not quite sure of that because it looks like we've back tested the 414 already and back tested the 0.5 on Luna. Okay, so just like everything else, that quick impulse down 1, 2, 3. This might be wave 4. And then again come back down to $75. So I am not seeing across the board strength of fire us up yet. Okay, not yet, because it's just the volume's not there, the sell is not there. We're having actually higher sell charts than we are having higher buying volume. So that's what I see in Luna. It's still about being careful. If you're going to trade this market, I would say low leverage, tight stop losses. Check your RSI. Remember, the easiest thing is the long support, short resistance. That's the easiest. If you guys are hodling, I know over the weekend was a great buy. That's why I got clients between 69 and 71 cents on XRP there on the conversion. If it goes down again, we are sitting there at a 2% APY anyway for XRP now. So we're just going to be collecting and staking. It's not staking because you can't stake XRP, but that is the able to at least make money while this volatility is happening, because in this volatility that we're seeing means an explosion is coming, and I'm excited about. So before I move on, we got about 2 more minutes, guys. I see here, good morning, Lee. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Ilya. Ilya is asking me to do a chart here, Pro. I don't know if I'm going to have Pro. Let's see if Pro is going to be on. Pro is going to be on. Oh, this might be it. PRO. Is it Pro on Coinbase? There's not a lot here. Maybe USDT. Get a good idea. Oh, you're looking for Proppy. Okay. I'm assuming it's Proppy you're asking about. And Proppy doesn't have. Can I get a different? I guess, I only see Ethereum, Bitcoin. It's not a lot of information when it comes to USD. I don't have a lot, but I guess we can just go off of what I see here on Coinbase, which is not a lot. Actually, really. Okay. Why? Because it hasn't been around a lot. So I try to do the data that I can find. I see that we just got a massive volume candle there, though. Literally in the last hour. That's pretty cool. That's a positive sign. Okay, that's really positive. I don't know a lot about this chart, but we have volume spike, volume spike. There's a lot of volume spikes, not a lot of selling on the hourly. Let me back it up to the 4 hour. Okay, so this is all the information we have about Proppy. Okay, we don't have I barely got any. Yeah, I don't have a lot of information about Proppy at all. So I can't really give you a call on this one, Ilya, but what I can give you a call on is I know the tech. This is one of the utility things. You only have what, 2.5 months of data on this. So if I was to, yeah, there's not a lot I can really do. I can tell you that 291 is going to be your serious, or 215 is going to be serious resistance for you. Right now, Proppy is under short-term resistance at 160, which just blasted through on that volume, trying to push it up, trying to get a reversal candle. But overall, you don't really, yeah, you kind of, yeah, I can't make a statement on this based on this lower low right here. And that's my issue. You have a lower low that just hit on Coinbase, what, today, yesterday, and then a fire up. So I think if you want, we can look at this again in a couple days to get a good idea, but you're at the bottom. I mean, unless I haven't seen Proppy. Yeah, you're at the bottom. So if you're buying and holding, Proppy is a buy and hold right now. You're at the bottom. Bottom-ish. I mean, that's my thought. I don't have much more to say about that. It's at 126. I can't give you a lot of information, and I hate that I can't give you a lot, but sometimes you got to say, I don't know. And in this situation, it's an I don't know. Not enough data to show us. So I hope that answers your question, Ilya. I know you and I are talking later today anyway. So, okay, I think we are there and done for those coins. Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, Bitcoin. Yep, that's it. Yeah, I think that's the call for those. Looking around. Yeah, we're just watching it. Still at resistance. Bitcoin trying to break over. And we'll just keep eyes and tracks on this. I'll zoom in for you. We'll keep our eye on this over the rest of today's show. So that is the end of Long Sum Short Sum. If you guys like this section, comment below. Let me know on the show before we get going, or today when I upload this, comment below and I'll try to get it tomorrow. Any other ones that you guys want to see, and give me a chance to actually look at the chart before we go live. That gives me a chance to give you a little more information. But based on quick analysis, I can't give too much when there's not a lot of data. You need data. So anyway, guys, that is Long Sum Short Sum. I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and close this topic out. Let's go.